Guys, what's going on? It's Mike's Total Dragon channel. Just got back from the shop. Wasn't able to get there on Wednesday, so I managed to make it out there today. It's a beautiful day outside. Finally got some good weather here in southern North Carolina, 65. So I'm sitting outside reading some comics. I'm going to go ahead and make a video about everything I picked up from this week. Just browsing, checking out the titles I got. It was a real solid week. A lot of excitement in the books this week. So I'm going to go ahead and dive right on into it. We'll take a look at what we got. My neighbor's dog, she wants to contribute to the video too. So that's who's making all that noise. But we'll go ahead and dive right into it. Plus my shop was running a sale on a bunch of other assorted stuff. The owner had his record collection out there, so they had records, CDs, Blu-ray, DVDs, and a big assortment of books. And I picked up one or two things out of his, his little assortment set. So I'll add those to the pile we can take a look at. But we'll go ahead and hop right on into it. So right here, X-Men by Jed MacKay. This is a staple of me pulling. I get this every time it comes out. Love this book. Fantastic Four. This is probably, like I've said before, the best superhero book that Marvel is doing. Everything, obviously with Doom being the center of their big event, and the history that Doom and Fantastic Four have, the fact that they're involved in this One World Under Doom storyline is really not much of a surprise. So looking forward to this. Ultimate Spider-Man. I've heard that this issue starts to pick back up after it had been kind of slow over the past few issues, so I'm looking forward to that. Captain America and Volstagg. This is some one-shots J. Michael Straczynski has been doing. The previous one he had was Doom and Rocket Raccoon. I am a fan of J. Michael Straczynski. I enjoy his writing. So I picked this one-shot up. It's got Bernard Chang on there. He's a really decent artist. He's been in the game for a long time. I remember when he first started, I remember seeing him on Valiant books. And that was in the mid-90s. Maybe even earlier 90s. So that shows you how long Bernard Chang has been in the game. It's real windy out here. Storm, I missed this issue last week, so I managed to pick it up today. I got to get caught up on that. I love Storm, and I've been loving everything they've done on this book. Metamorpho by Al Ewing and Steve Lieber. As I've said before, this book here is something special. I think they really got something here. Just the whole retro vibe that Ewing's going for, it works. You've got the introductory little headshots right here on the corner, the dialogue from the editor and everything here at the bottom. The whole book just has like a real incredible retro feel to it of late 70s. It's almost like a Silver Age feel to it, but it's not as silly as some of the Silver Age books are, but it definitely captures that vibe that the DC and their Silver Age books look like. So as I've said before, and I guess Elemental Woman has got a Kill Bill Uma Thurman look here. As I've said before, I think they really got something special here, and I've been in for it since issue 1. Absolute Wonder Woman, I've been on the record talking about how much I love Kelly Thompson's take on Wonder Woman in the Absolute Universe. Ninja Turtles, issue 7. This book has been all gas, no break since Jason Aaron started it in issue 1. And I really am surprised about how much he has kind of injected. I don't want to say he's put new life into the Ninja Turtles, but he's definitely got people talking about the book. So the Turtles, for having been around for so long, they go through ebbs and flows of popularity You know, they'll be really popular, then they'll go away, they'll kind of die down a little bit, then there'll be a new movie or a new cartoon or a new video game, and they'll pop right back up. And we're in one of those moments now over probably the last year or so since they had the latest the cartoon movie that came out, that we're kind of on a high wave of Turtles books and media stuff right now. Helverine, again, I love this book. Like I said, it has a lot more heart to it than you would think from the title and the look of the character. You know, Benjamin Percy, I love how he writes these characters. You know, he writes guys that are, I don't want to say, like I've said before, I don't know if macho is really the right word, but people who are hard men who are in hard situations, and he captures that really well. He's right in that alley of action, horror, real gritty type feel. So I really love Helverine more than I thought I would just from the name. Uncanny Valley, here's another book. I don't know if this is going to be a mini or what, but I've enjoyed it. I enjoy the premise. It's basically like a big Roger Rabbit style comic book. So it's always, you know, something that I was kind of wondering how they would take it. So they've really managed to kind of keep me on my toes about what they're doing issue to issue. So it's a solid read. This was one of the books I picked up from the sale that the guy at my shop was having. He had this in there. I think I've got a hardcover of Mouse somewhere in the house. I got a mouse in the house. I didn't do that on purpose, but you could never have enough copies of this book here. Just because the simple fact it's one that I lend out. I'll let people take a read at it. You know, it's such a critically acclaimed story that I think a lot of people, whether you're into comics or not, should read it. It touches upon a really horrific time for a whole lot of people. Obviously, you know, everyone knows that it's a touchy subject, but this right here, the way that Art Spiegelman handles it, you know, he treats it with the respect and everything that it deserves. And it's told from his family who experienced these events during World War II, experienced them firsthand, and he was able to translate these here through the feel of through the cartoonist feel of cats versus mice. So even though he does use like cats versus mice or whatever, there's nothing very lighthearted about this book. Just real solid storytelling about a dark period in history. And then I was able to pick up this copy of Bram Stoker's Dracula. Got it for $5. I've never read it before, so I figured, you know, if I ever get a chance, and besides, what's $5 anyway? Nothing. So all in all, I've got, not counting these two right here, I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books on the week. So that's maybe about average, roughly around average. Normally I get between, you know, 7 and 8, something like that. So this is a little more than normal, but you factor in the one shot of the J. Michael Straczynski book, and we're about on track for normal amount of books I picked up this week. But in any case, that is everything I've got. So if you take this stack that I got combined with the stack from last week that I haven't managed to get through yet, I've got a lot of work ahead of me. So I got to make some big dents into this stack over the next few days before it starts all over again on Wednesday. But that's all the books I got. Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend, sitting around reading some comics. I've seen they had a lot of news out in regards to the the Doomsday MCU event. I've heard they've had some leaks in regards to the concept art. So I got to get a chance to take a look at that. Hopefully everything looks really cool. If you guys seen it, that stuff's out there. So it's getting closer. It's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be if they've got concept art and everything. So I'm going to take a look at that and see what looks cool. But until next time, you guys take care. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.